Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Munir Lazuni. Now you may be wondering, why am I standing in this little corner right here? Well, it's to show you a new exercise. It is the neck wall adjuster exercise. So I learned this exercise because I used to have a client who was a double major in biology and neuropsychology, and this dude was just studying day in and day out, head forward on his computer. And if you're like 90% of Americans, you sit in front of a computer for at least a couple hours a day, staring at screens all day. It's the way of the modern era. So we developed what's called forward head posture, and this can have a detrimental effect not only on our technique when we lift, but also on our posture, on our neck pain, and on other aspects of our body. In fact, I even read an article recently that showed that if your levator scapula and the other muscles of your neck are out of balance, it can even affect your hamstrings down to your feet. It's amazing how the human body is all interconnected. I want to address a couple different things with this exercise today. So first and foremost, if you have neck pain, it's very, very common, so don't freak out. There's a lot of things that you can do to alleviate neck pain, but the first thing is that you need to realize where exactly that pain may be coming from. So you may have pain in the front, you may have pain in the back. What we're going to talk about is just getting your head into alignment, and generally the muscle pain will start to go away. However, if you have severe neck pain, I highly recommend going to see a bodywork specialist, and if you're over here in San Diego, I'm a bodywork specialist. But anyways, you can comment down below. Let me teach you about posture. So first and foremost, if your posture is in proper alignment, your cheekbones should be aligned with your clavicles. So your cheekbones should be over your collarbones. So if you're here, definitely not right. See that? My cheekbones are over a couple inches in front, about 6 inches in front. Whereas if I'm standing here, chest up, lower back straight, cheekbone is right above my clavicles. That is proper posture. So how does one achieve this position when you're just at home or even at the gym? And how else can this manifest? Well, here's the exercise. What you're gonna do, you're going to put your head back against the wall, you're going to put your shoulders back against the wall, and if you can even put your feet against the wall. Now, one thing to note here is that in this position, my lower back is quite arched. You want to try to keep your lower back straight. However, for a lot of people, especially if you're first doing this, you've been sitting in front of computers for years, you got to start with just the baby steps. So it's okay if your lower back's arched, but in general, you want to try to get your lower back straight as well, okay? So chest up, shoulders back. What you're going to do is you're going to keep your head in contact with the wall and tuck your chin. So what happens when you tuck your chin? Well, if you tuck your chin, little notification there, in perfect action, check out my last video. So if you tuck your chin while your head comes off the wall, you're gonna see that your head comes down, right, and nothing else happens. But if you keep your head against the wall, you tuck your chin, your chest is forced to pop up. So what you're doing is you're aligning this whole entire body up. Now another thing is, if you are suffering from chronic neck pain, you're tired of having to do this exercise every single day, get a standing desk, and it's going to help a lot. And you can even work on your standing desk with your head against the wall, and you can shift positions. I have a whole protocol on that too, so message me if you need help with that. But what I want to show you guys is just a simple exercise. So do 15 reps of this before you lift, and also hold the last rep and do some external rotations. Open up your chest even further, push the lamp out the way, all that good stuff. Another thing is that when you're actually training, so you want to get into this position so you can keep your chest up best, because if you're doing deadlifts and you find yourself having to have your head up like this, you're pinching your neck, you're putting your whole body out of alignment. This levator scapula muscle here, if your head is up like this, that muscle's out of alignment, which is going to affect your shoulder blade position and can actually lead to shoulder issues. So what you want when you lift is keep that head neutral. So you see how when I do that, my chest pops up automatically just like it did on the wall. So whether you're doing barbell rows, you don't want your head to be doing that. You don't want to be a turtle, right? My neck almost just hurts just doing that. I can tell it would hurt if I did more of those. So again, keep everything in alignment, keep your head neutral, tuck and row, tuck and row, tuck and row. Now, for those of you who watched my lower back pain video, it's always these chiropractors, not these scammy rack 'em and crack 'em chiropractors, but legit chiropractors who actually want what's best for you, who teach me this stuff. So the lower back thing was taught to me by Dr. Jagoda here in San Diego. Another thing about the levator scapula was actually taught to me by Dr. Farrell, shout out to Dr. Farrell, over in Santa Barbara, California. So this guy actually worked with the 2008 Olympic team, and the guy was very, very knowledgeable, and he was telling me that the whole thing where your head comes forward when you're doing chest flies, when you're doing rows, it's messing up that levator scapula, and that's going to throw off your scapular mechanics and hurt your lat activation, hurt your chest activation, fuck up your shoulders, get your traps really tight. Terrible place to be. So make sure that you're keeping your neck neutral when you're doing rows, when you're doing anything. And what I noticed back then when I started keeping my head neutral when I did that stuff was I actually felt my lats properly when I was doing barbell rows. So make sure you get your neck right, keep your neck straight when you're doing exercises. Again, it's a nitpicky thing. For instance, if you're doing deadlifts, it's more important to have your back straight than anything. But just something to keep in mind as you optimize your posture, because at the end of the day, if you are working out and you're enjoying the results that you're seeing and how you feel when you work out, don't you want to be able to do that for the whole rest of your life? Longevity is absolutely key. I had a 70-year-old client. This dude could still do everything functionally, and he loved his life. He was in great shape. He can get results as fast as any 20-year-old. That's how I want to be when I'm 70, and I'm sure that it's the same for you. Okay, and this guy also had some neck pain at some point because he's an avid reader, so he was reading a lot, and so what he started doing is stretching his neck 3 times a day. So little things like this, neck stretches will help you a lot. Another great neck stretch if you're really tight in the front here from being on the computer is just looking up at the sky. You can also check out my upper back pain protocol on my YouTube channel from a couple days ago, a couple videos previous to this one. Very, very helpful for overcoming that as well. So guys, enjoy, let me know what you think, comment down below. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Boom, boom.